Hey, you know what? It's all gonna be okay. It's just life. What you gotta do is remember to live it. Bad motherfucker. What is up, my friends? Good morning. It is an absolutely beautiful Wednesday morning. Here in Arkansas, that's enchilada day. Go enjoy some enchiladas. Man, it's a mixture of culture and flavor that just fucking, well, it'll fill your belly. No matter what kind of enchiladas you get. But the whole point in enchilada day is to find somebody who you normally wouldn't eat them with. Just go to your local enchilada store. Some people call it a restaurant. Ask someone in a hotel. They're smart. But yeah, find that guy, that FedEx dude that, you know, hey, there's the FedEx guy. Hey, dude, you want to eat lunch today? And sit down with him and have a conversation. You know? And eat. Or just eat and be quiet. I don't give a shit. Whatever's enjoyable to you. Just remember that life is about interacting with other people. It's about doing for others and feeling that feeling that you get when you do. Okay. Always remember that you are a badass. A motherfucking badass. A bad motherfucker even. And it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. You're still going to be here tomorrow. With enough tomorrows between you and whatever's going on today, every little problem seems minuscule. Like looking at something in the rearview mirror as you're going down the road. I've got a few predictions to make. First, I want to make a remark. Tomorrow, they're going to release the Mueller report. And I'm going to make a prediction as to what it's going to say. But first, Bernie Sanders. The truth about Bernie. Here's what Bernie Sanders is about. We need to do this, and then the other thing. Was there a solution in there? Or is there a pivot? Because that's what Bernie Sanders does. Now, them saying, when Bernie scoffed at, hey, why don't you give up 50% of you hypocrite, you know, and Bernie's like, I ain't got to, why, you know, I'm following the law. That's Donald Trump's philosophy on taxes and filing bankruptcies and all that shit. He followed the law. So you see, Bernie uses the same reasoning that Trump does. What I did was lawful. There is a lawful route to get to where I went with it. And that's what I did, bankruptcy. That's just the way it is. Change the law if you don't like it, Bernie. But Bernie never gives a solution. All Bernie ever does, we need to. Right now, he's a racist, homophobic, bigot, blah, 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 blah. And Bernie, you're a liar. That's Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is a lying piece of shit. And there is no really reason for me to ever support anything that fucker has to say. As long as he is calling the President of the United States a racist, a pathological liar. When every time Bernie opens his mouth, a lie comes out. Or something disingenuous. Or something equally just bullshit. That's Bernie Sanders. Fucking asshole. That's Bernie Sanders. He will not win the presidency. Morning, Jeff. Oh. Well, I guess I got about 5 more minutes and it's time to go. Bernie Sanders will not win the presidency. Donald Trump is going to be reelected. especially if Bernie Sanders is what he's running against. Joe Biden would never win versus Donald Trump, and Joe Biden knows it. These people are like when someone tries to promise a king that they're gonna get their throne back after being usurped. Oh yeah, they're drinking secret toast in your name, blah 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 blah. They secretly wish that you were in power again, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's not the way it is. People don't give a fuck. Go watch Steve Robb. He had an interesting video about Emperor Xi and Justin Trudeau and the goofs in the state-run media in Ottawa. Very insightful. Steve Robb reports. Okay, now, what's fixing to happen on the Mueller report? You know, I've told you this all along. I'm not going to come up with anything new than what I've been saying for 2 or 3 years. The Mueller report will, in fact, exonerate Donald Trump. The Mueller report will, in fact, point out that there was indeed some spying. It's going to say very little about it, and it's going to be redacted because they're doing another investigation to see how far up it went. The Inspector General has a couple of investigations going on for a couple of years. Devin Nunes has a couple of investigations going on for a number of years. They've known that this whole Russia collusion bullshit was a sham and a setup from day one. They've known it was spying. They've known that it was a setup. Every instance that they can think of, except for with Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions sat next to Kislyak at some kind of dinner. You got to recuse yourself. And Sessions was pissed off about it, if you remember. Go look at Sessions' hearing where they were trying to stop him from, they wanted to get him to recuse himself if they allowed him to be Attorney General. I mean, I've known you people, some of you, for 40 years. How dare you accuse me of being a Russian spy? He was pissed, but inevitably recused himself. Because it was a setup from day one. They knew there was no way Jeff Sessions was going to let all that shit happen. He wasn't going to fucking put a special counsel in. Rod Rosenstein was a holdover. He had to. He had to do it according to the law. Now, Rosenstein, what do you want me to do? Wear a wire? I think it was sarcasm. I don't think it was a joke. You understand? That dinner that Rosenstein and Sessions had together, that was for show, obviously, because that's where you go to show that you're talking to somebody in Washington, the restaurant across the street from the Capitol, or somewhere around in there. I think it was close anyway. But the high roller Washington people go and eat dinner together there to show that publicly that they're discussing things. And when they did that, everybody thought, oh, they're against Trump, they're against Trump. There ain't nobody against Trump. He's president of the United States of America, duly elected. And he's doing an amazing job. He's got great ideas. He's just being fought along the way. These Democrats have said all along, and knowing that there's a 60-vote threshold, all these Democrat operatives and Democrats say, oh, all along they say, you know what? Republicans had the House and the Senate for 2 years. You know, this is fucking, you have to there's a 60-vote threshold. And they didn't have it in the Senate. Which was why there are still nominations that aren't cleared through the Senate. Thanks to Chuck Schumer. Piece of shit. Talk about a lying piece of shit. Schumer, Schiff, Swalwell, Brennan, Clapper, fucking McCabe, Comey, Bannon, fucking, who else? Struck, Page, and there's even more, and all these people are fixing to be outed. This was a conspiracy against the President of the United States of America, and it was in fact fucking treasonous. There's no other way to put it. It was treasonous. And if Obama knew about it, which you know he did, he directed it to happen. Hillary Clinton directed it to happen. This is fucking classic Clinton-esque bullshit. Hell, she was, can't we drone strike Assange? That's Hillary Clinton. That's her thinking. And she wants to point out something about Trump when he says something about let's close the border as being inhumane. These people are fucking horrible people. They're the reason why I'm no longer a Democrat. Truth. The Mueller report is going to exonerate. It's going to lead things you haven't seen and we won't see yet. It's going to lead to some people getting in trouble. They're fixing to open the Hillary Clinton shit up again because of all of this, because they have text messages and emails from Struck and Page, who fucking were in that, Comey. They have shit in that. They have emails for Hillary, probably to Comey, back and forth. Obama has been on this server. This all is coming to a fucking head. And even the Smollett shit's coming to a head today. Something in my mind tells me there's something bad going on with Notre Dame too. With all the shit happening in France and all the shit that was fixing to happen that day, and something wrong. But I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I want to talk about shit that's happening, ain't being real. I love you. I hope you know that you are a badass. Look at you. You're here. Trust me, if I can make it through the shit that's been going on in my life the last year, you can make it too. I love you, and I hope you know that it's all about choices you make in life. The choices when you wake up, is this going to be a good day or a bad day? Am I going to make it one? Am I going to do something for somebody else if they need it, if I see them needing it? Or am I going to sit there and do shit? Be safe. There's going to be a lot of storms today in the breadbasket. Pray for everybody in need. If you don't pray, give positive vibes. If you don't give positive vibes, don't believe in that shit. Just think nice about somebody. That's a positive vibe. I love you. Like, once again, have a good one.
Lil Doggy.